All right, guys, it's the second video of Elk Week. Woo! If you enjoyed the last video, please let us know, and hopefully you enjoyed this one. So this one's a pack dump between Steve and Trent, and you're kind of getting the guy who's a representative of you, Trent, and then you're also getting Steve Speck, who's a professional, you know. Oh my God! Elk Week is all about giving back to you guys. So we're doing a big giveaway. It's the Ready to Hunt giveaway. In that giveaway, you're actually gonna win this very bow that I just set up and we're filming the next video with right now, Friday's video. Also in that package is every single thing you need to go elk hunting this year. And like we said, Elk Week is all about giving back, so all entries are free. Click this link, go to our website, you'll see the Elk Week landing page, and get yourself signed up for free. You can re-enter every single day of Elk Week for another entry. It's all free. We just want to say thank you to you guys, hopefully get someone set up to go elk hunt in the woods this year. And as another thank you, we're doing 20% off all of our elk calls. And we're also doing $20 off of our meat bags. Only our third sale of the year on meat bags. So meat bags right now are $20 cheaper. And again, we just wanted to say thank you guys. So without further ado, hope you enjoy this video.
All right, guys, welcome back to Elk Week. Today, special guest, obviously, you've seen him on our channel a bunch, hunting with us, and the pack guru, Steve Speck, owner of EXO Pack. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna do my version of a pack, and he laughs his butt off, and to where your version of a pack. And so we're just gonna unload my pack, and there's a few things in here that I don't have that I normally would, but I just didn't have them available. But I'm gonna kind of explain and go through as far as like, and you're gonna probably call me an idiot at times. I might even surprise you a little bit. Yeah, but you gotta realize, like, I learned this stuff from you. So there's a lot of things that you'll probably go, you know what I mean?
Recognize, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the preface for this? So September, archery, you're at home?
That's
so
what
weather, like rain, I mean.
So we're doing backcountry, right? So I've got food in here as well. So I've got, and I did 5 days, around 5 days, and I don't know if it's quite enough, but it's right there.
Yeah.
And so I've got food, and that's the premise. It's a archery elk hunt. Obviously, you don't see a bow on my back, so that's going to add weight. Vinyl harness is going to add weight, all this. But I'm just talking in the pack to like spend the night and to live.
Okay, for 5 days.
5 days.
Okay. What temperature are you thinking?
I'm thinking September, obviously.
So like 30 for the low, 80 for the high?
Might have a rainstorm every now and again, jump under a tree kind of thing.
Okay, perfect.
Okay? So usually with my packs, it's not what's in it, it's what's strapped on it. I didn't have my Crocs, so these are like makeshift Crocs, which I would usually always have Crocs on my pack. And then I always have Puffy. That's what I do. I do my base layer is going to be merino, and then I have a Puffy. Usually that's plenty enough. It doesn't get down where we hunt usually.
So no mid layer?
No mid layer.
No mid layer. Base layer and Puffy.
Yep. That's all I've ever done. So I run hot, buddy. You know
I know you do.
you know that.
So Crocs, is that for at camp at night or?
At night. Or taking a rest and breaking in the middle of the day. Try to air out your boots. Trying to, just kind of alleviate the feet a little bit as much as possible.
So, like, funny enough, I started packing Crocs, but that's after a lot of Alaska hunts, where we call Crocs all-terrains. That I have 100 miles of packing out in Crocs, probably combined over the last 5 years. Because
we wear them
on? Yeah, just walk right down the freaking river. Yeah.
Okay.
If it's just September dry Idaho, I'm not packing.
Okay. So nailed it.
Yeah.
Ish. These are a little heavier than the regular Crocs, probably. Trekking poles. This is another thing. I don't know if you do anymore.
100%.
You do?
Always.
Always. You don't cut sticks or something to save minimalists or anything like that?
No.
Whittle something out of a birch tree or something?
Yeah, so archery elk hunt trekking poles are always strapped to the pack for when I kill something, and then they become, say, 4-wheel drive. It's night and day difference. It's worth the 10 to 16 ounces of packing them. Yeah.
Okay. Any brands that you like on that?
I still use the original S&S poles that we stopped making.
Old school.
Yeah, they're great, but they're carbon and they break. So.
Okay, gonna have a bugle tube all the time.
That's
just a mainstay. And if we want to go across the gambit of that, actually, right now, I do have calls and stuff in here. That's a Predator call. Just you never know. And then here's some reeds and prototype Tapatio. You can have those reeds actually.
Sweet.
And then, of course, I'm sure you carry it everywhere, face paint.
No.
Man, you could really up your game.
I'd look a lot cooler, wouldn't I?
You would look a lot cooler. Okay, so that's the call variation. So let's, I guess, dive into the pack. I don't know if we want to dive into what I have on the top of it first.
Is this loaded? Do you load it consistently?
Yes. And this is another thing I learned from you. Like, I used to be, right, tents and everything. They all go in their tent bag and everything. Like, nothing like that I do anymore. That is from you, as far as that goes. So in the very top of my pack, I usually have all my day bags. So this is all each one of these are broken into what I'm going to just snack on for the day. And so that's in the very top, so I can really get access to it super fast. That's in the top, and then my second bag down is going to be everything having to do with Jetboil. So it's going to be all my freeze-dried stuff, all that kind of stuff. And there's Jetboil here, and then freeze-dried meals for at least 5 days, and then I have some extras too, like top ramen and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we cool there? Am I decent over right?
Yeah.
Whew.
Food-wise, are you counting calories? Or you just throwing stuff in a bag?
There's not 1 calorie counted on this body, on this temple. You know that. All right, so then I just break it down from there, like simply. So learned a lot in Colorado when we were hunting together. Like there was a ton of times that rain would just right now, and it's pouring down rain, and you got to get shelter fast, or else your stuff gets all soaked and wet. And so the way I do my tent is I just grab the body of my tent first, and that's on the top of this. My poles I put in the side compartment just so that it keeps the pack, I don't know, rigid and straighter a little bit, just so I don't smash and cut into everything.
Absolutely.
And then on top of that is going to be my rain fly for the tent. So I pull out that first, put the stakes on, put the rain fly on, and then I'm dry as far as that goes. And everything else stays in my pack. This is just an extra dry bag of actually your guys's that I just keep on hand. And so from there, when I jump in my tent, it's just going to be my sleeping bag. And this is a Chilkoot Stone Glacier. The reason I went with that, see how it's got mud all over it still from the flood. But it's got the biggest top for a bag that I could find.
Like roomy.
Yeah, for my shoulders and everything. I like to be able to roll over and stuff. I can't sleep on my back. So that's what I go with for that. And then the simple pad, and you're going to probably critique this pretty good, but I don't know what pad it is. It was just one that actually made it through the storm. So
great pad.
So anyway, throw that in, and so at least I'm dry and I can get in my tent and then put my pack in the tent as well. And in this is another thing I did last year, and I don't have it. Got washed away in the flood, but it's just a hard case. Have you seen this before with the pump on it?
Yep.
Have you ever used it?
Nope.
I
saw it last year at a trade show, but yeah,
it was awesome.
Creates pressure, and then
So in Alaska, like you fill it up for the whole day, and then when you're just like doing your mountain house and everything, it just like it's pressurized. Or when you're actually drinking on it, it's gonna be extra weight though, obviously.
Sure.
So, but you know me, I'll probably just do it somehow. And then this is our 6-pack set meat bags, and it comes just like this. So it comes vacuum sealed.
Are you just bone in all the time?
As much as we can.
Yeah.
If we're over, I think we don't have rules, but kind of the rule being is like if it's over 1.5 miles, 2 miles, then we'll bone it out just to save that weight. But it hangs so much nicer.
Yeah.
So much nicer.
I prefer to leave bone in.
Even long distance.
Yeah, I would say 5 miles. Would be my cutoff. 5 miles on a small bull. I'll keep it bone in.
Okay.
Yeah, and just make a bunch of trips.
Yeah.
But my biggest deal is just losing meat. Because when you bone it out, also now you expose all that extra meat to air that now has to be cut off, and you just lose quite a bit.
Yeah. In this, obviously your tag and license and everything. Big thing for me, your knife, you're always going to want one of those, really sharp. Knife sharpener, which I don't have in here at the moment, but I've got plenty of work sharp knife sharpeners, and then lights. How many times have you been in without light? And I don't know if I swear by all these, but at the same time, this is what I had in my shop, and so brought those. And then I always too, this is way overkill, but an anchor or some sort of recharge for my phone for just using OnX all the time and stuff like that. So, and then communication too. So I always try to have plenty of power, especially if you're 5 days. So, and I got a lighter and stuff like that. But
sweet.
That's
it.
Close to about it.
It's not a lot of extra in there. Yeah, it's everything you need. Yeah.
No. A little impressed, aren't you?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, empty? Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, what's here?
Oh,
food.
meat sticks.
Trent's got to have his meat.
Gotta have them. Super slabs, high country. So I think that's it, brother.
Cool.
I think that's it. Teach me now, like let's go through now as far as like the ultra light. We should have probably waited before I took everything out of it, but I'll put it back on.
Jam it back in there.
Yeah, and see what we got. Like, what's your weight for 5 days normally?
So my base elk hunting weight, I want to say would be like 16 pounds. That's no food, and then food a pound and a half per day. So.
Okay. Do you count the calories and everything anymore?
So well, what I'm doing, I'm not counting calories and reducing calories. I'm counting, like, I need to make sure I have, roughly 3,500 calories per day. And so yes, on like a 10-day sheep hunt, I want to make sure I'm not packing a bunch of extra. So it's definitely like what I do is same as you with the food bags, right? Like I'll grab, if I got a 10-day hunt, I'll just have all these, a box of granola bars and crap like that. I'll count calories for 1 day. So it's like this granola bar. I make some homemade backcountry bars, which I can share the recipe with you guys. It's freaking awesome. They're like 700 calories each. So I build 1 day, and then I just replicate that for however many days the hunt is. It's just, so I'm eating the exact same thing every single day.
And you're okay to eat the same thing?
Yeah, the only variance would be my dinner, right? That would be whatever Mountain House or Wild Society, or now it's High Country.
High Country, yeah.
Whatever, that'd be the only thing that changes. But my breakfast up until dinner time is the exact same every day. Yeah, and I have no, I've specifically find foods that I know I'm going to want to eat. Yeah. They're always appealing to me. Certainly, you don't want the real heavy, dense protein bars. It's like going on a hot hunt and
I can't stand
things like that. We've learned a lot, like on our death hikes, which is like, because sometimes you're working so hard that you just can't eat certain things, and so you just kind of like just find what works for you and what doesn't.
Because it just like a brick inside your stomach.
It's just like it's like you got the flu. You're just like, I don't want to eat that. That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
But it's super important to get calories, obviously.
Right.
And so the opposite of that, sometimes you get so damn busy during a hunt. If you're not doing your day bags, you're all of a sudden you go all day and you're like, oh my gosh, I only ate 500 calories, or only, in your world, I only ate 1 bar today.
Yeah.
Well, you may have got through that day, but you're going to feel the effects of that the next day.
Yeah.
So making sure that I'm eating all of that day.
Make sure that bag's empty.
Make sure that bag's empty when I go to bed. That's the goal. I try to have like maybe 1 or 2 extra items, like small granola bars.
Yep.
That way, if the hunt carries into day 6,
then
I've got some food to get me through that.
Supplement.
Yeah.
We'll be eating elk, right? At that point.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Tenderloin.
So surprise no mid layer. I know you run hot. You used to just run around in a short sleeve all the time. Things like that. So, if it's below, if it's 30, you're just in your base layer, and then if the second you sit, you're just throwing that on.
Throw that on.
Okay.
Throw that on.
Yeah.
And usually it's not. September's usually not snowy and terrible.
No, yeah. That's what
it has been before. Don't get me
my
wrong.
ultralight kit. Basically, I build it for Idaho dry season. Like, I'm checking the weather forecasts, right? Like, oh, it's going to be beautiful all weekend. Oh, there's a chance of rain. And then it's like, okay, I have a tote in my truck that's got kind of the backups, like maybe a more burly tent, my rain gear, gaiters, things like that. So they're not coming with me unless it's calling for it. And just like, okay, it's Friday, or I'm going in for 5 days, and it's calling on day 3 for 80% chance of rain. I'm not doing anything, just like you. No rain gear, nothing. Like, I'll just get in my shelter and weather that out, or sit underneath a tree. Not too worried about that at all.
Gotcha.
And then I don't pack a dry bag, because the pack itself, this just comes to experience. If you've never been in a rainstorm in the pack, you don't know how it's going to handle, but I've done it a lot. And we just did a bear hunt a couple weeks ago. It rained the entire hike in. We were soaking wet. One of those deals was rain. We were hiking so hard and it was raining that there's no point in putting on the rain gear, because you would have just been saturated through. So we just got soaking wet, just in our thinnest base layer and pants. By the time we got to camp, I think my pants were still damp when I'd crawl in my sleeping bag, but they were completely dry in the morning. So don't be. It's hard to say. Don't take the weather serious, but don't be like afraid of a little bit of rain. Like, you're going to be just fine. Especially when if the high is 40, that's a different deal.
A little different deal. Yeah. Way different deal.
Yeah. But if you're getting those 67 degree afternoons, everything's always going to dry out and you'll be fine. You might be cold and miserable for a little bit, but yeah, it's pretty solid.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah, not bad.
That was 30.
27.4.
28 pounds. That's not bad.
Not bad. It's pretty good.
I feel like I could do that for 5 to 6 hours straight. All right. School is in session.
For weight, I'll just take your food just so we're like apples to apples.
Yeah.
When we're all said and done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So laid all my stuff out on a table. So like preface, this is Idaho, September, archery elk, lows 30 degrees, high 70. I mean, the high is whatever. Sometimes it could be way stupid hot.
Yep.
So I don't have any food with me. So when we do weight, we're going to take your food and just make it as apples to apples as we can. But food, like we kind of talked about in your video, I'm packing every single day into a Ziploc bag. I am counting calories just so I don't overpack, but also making sure that I eat enough calories during the day.
Right.
So if I'm packing, I need 3,500. You know, I just encourage people to like go heavy, load up 4,000 calories a day and just track it. Like, oh, every day I had an extra 500 calories. I can drop back down from that. So that just takes time and experience to learn from that.
Gotcha.
But food is going from 1 day to 10 days. That is the only difference in that is food. I might pack an extra pair of socks. That nothing changes. In
All of this is going to be every single from your 2 days to 10 days.
Yeah, nothing would change.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The exception of like, I don't have rain gear here. That's in the truck. If the weather forecast calls for it, I'll bring it. But when you have those high temps during the day, I'm okay with getting wet for a few hours here and there if a rainstorm does happen. Worst case, it's terrible. Like you talked about, you just pitch your shelter real quick. You get under a tree. It's not a big deal. So starting off, basically when you're loading a pack, you want light items in the bottom. This is a general rule. Light items in the bottom, heavy items in the middle, and then your kind of miscellaneous stuff at the top. So the heavy items, just like when you're loading elk quarter on there, you want that like in between your shoulder blades, not hanging down low, not too high, creating an imbalance. So I'd load a pack the same way. Super important to, if I took, it's one of the reasons I'm a proponent of smaller bags. So this is a 3600. I would stretch this to 10 days. Gets a little tight depending on, if early season I can do it, late
Even
season
in
I can't.
10 days on a 3600.
Yeah, it's just food. And if you get your food really dialed in, you can absolutely do that.
Okay.
But generally, so the pack is designed to, everything that's going inside of it is the stuff I don't need during the day. Okay. And then everything that's on the outside is stuff that I do want quick access to. So I don't have, this isn't a mule deer hunt, so no spine scope, no tripod. Those are things that are normally going to be really quick access to, but definitely on the outside of the pack, sit pad, headlamp, wipes, food, anything that I might like, you know, you can think about, when you're loading your pack, think about what am I doing today? What may I need access to and what am I not going to need access to? My tent and sleeping bag, that's not coming out until dark, or I mean, maybe if it's soaking wet, condensation in the morning, I'll yard sale it out,
scenario,
dry it out in the sun. Yeah. So,
Do you run a lid?
Yeah. So probably not on this hunt that we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because it's so minimal. Yeah. We just did a spring bear hunt. I ran the lid the whole time, but we kind of took a bunch of extra stuff too, just for fun.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like a super grueling hunt that I was worried about counting ounces. So this 3600 setup accessory-wise, hip belt pouch on the right side. So my handheld rangefinder, I actually couldn't find mine this morning because I just moved to a new house and was like, I don't know where it is. Then I run Nalgene on the left side. So my, I guess I'll get to my water later. But that's basically it for accessories. I got an elk call kit on there, which I don't know if you guys have ever seen.
Elk call kit.
Elk call kit. Yeah, we'll show you.
Okay. I like the sound of it.
Yeah. So go zipper into the main bag.
This is how you load?
This is how I load. Yeah.
Okay.
So the first thing, again, no stuff sacks, anything like that. Just wasted time. So you could, what I was going to say earlier.
What is your quote?
So this is Enlightened Equipment quilt that I added a little bit of extra down to, so it makes it like a 25-degree quilt.
Okay.
Super, awesome. One thing that I do is sleep in a bivy sack, which creates a lot of warmth for that too. So there's no drafts coming from the side, which that helps a lot. So sleeping bag, loosely stuffed in the bottom. Normally I have this rolled up nice and tight. Thermarest NeoAir. Something just super important to pay attention to, like you had the X-Therm, which is the exact same pad as this with a much higher R value. So on a hot night, you're going to be really hot on that thing. With the yellow version, it's like a R4 or something like that. So it's going to sleep a little bit cooler. But you get into cold hunts.
Colder degrees, okay.
So that's the number one thing. We were just joking about this a second ago off camera. Like I saw a thread on Facebook, guys asking for like, what's the best 0-degree quilt? like hundreds of responses. And I was just reading through them out of curiosity. One guy said, why in the hell do you need a 0 degree quilt or 0 degree sleeping bag? And that's the true answer, because there's very few guys hunting in conditions that you need that. Like, I'm
low.
down to single digits. I've got a 20 degree quilt that I'll then just sleep in my puffy stuff.
Yeah.
So you're saving a lot of weight. You're sleeping in your puffy stuff when it's cold in the morning. You don't got to put anything on. You just roll out your sleeping bag. Way better way to do it. So that, normally I have it rolled up kind of tight, but so I just kind of stuff that down to the bottom, and you can really start just cramming things around that down sleeping bag.
And are you opening up these side buckles at all, or do you just kind of just keep in the form?
Yeah, they should be kind of loose for now.
Just form it to the bag.
Again, pretty much I've gone, unless the only time I'm packing a tent is when I'm looking at windy conditions. So a bivy sack and a tarp are my go-to for, cold has nothing to do with it, it's just wind.
What about rain? Rain's fine.
Rain's totally fine, yeah. The tarp I use is a fully closed shelter. There's no wind, there's no rain coming in from the sides or anything like that.
Okay.
So this is Hyperlight Mountain Gear. I think it's called the Splash Bivy. New to me last year, but it's awesome. It's got a Cuban fiber floor, so that's completely waterproof. Super light, weighs like 6 ounces.
So does this go over your bag and your pad?
Yep.
Everything?
Yeah, so I just lay this thing out, sleeping bag, quilt, or quilt and pad go inside that. And then when I'm going to bed and it's like, oh, it's just nothing but stars, I'm not even gonna bother to pitch.
Don't even put your...
So that's everything I'm doing is camps on my back all day long. When it's dark, I'm gonna sleep wherever the heck I'm at, because I was chasing elk. When I wake up, I'm right back on the elk. There's no like, oh, the elk's bugling that way, but camp's 2 miles back this way. I gotta go leave, and then we gotta hike all the way back in there. You burn so much less energy, can hunt more effective. So camp's on my back every day. Tear it down in the morning. And that's another thing about the setup with the bivy sack, is that there is no tear down. It's just like deflate the pad, stuff everything back in, and off we go. So I'm super lazy in the mornings. I hate getting up. I'm groggy. I don't want to do it. So I do, like, I prep, like I get my coffee ready, and then my whole system's built around just being easy. So when I wake up, just throw it in and go. So here's my shelter.
That's your shelter tarp. And is that a trekking pole deal?
Yep. So single trekking pole up the middle. This is actually a prototype that I sewed just for fun, just to play with. Doesn't exist.
Take note, guys. More maybe to come, huh?
I don't.
New product alert. You heard it here first on Born and Raised Outdoors. Okay.
So that's all just still here on the bottom. I got my sleeping bit, my quilts, my sleeping pad, my tarp shelter, Sea to Summit pillow. Any pillow works.
I love them. Absolutely.
I used to not use a pillow. I'd grab a down sleeping bag or whatever, or a down jacket and wad it up, and I would never sleep good. So pillow made a huge difference for me.
You're getting old, buddy.
1.8 ounces.
I can't afford that weight.
Yeah.
I can't.
So pillow goes in there. So then next, I got this space here. Try to show the camera. So everything's down there. And then this is where my food's gonna go. So those heavy items, I'm gonna kind of push to this outside wall of the pack, and then just stack the bricks in there as I go. So I had to borrow Trent's food. I didn't have time to prep. He's got a bunch of dehydrated meals. Oh, and your stove in here.
Yeah. Oh, you have a stove?
Oh, got a stove.
Which is lighter than mine, is what you're kind of getting at?
Yep. Just a few ounces, not a lot.
So selfish.
So that heavy item, normally I wouldn't lump all my stuff like this together, just because I could then take these individual packets and start stuffing them into. Gotcha. That's how I get a 3600 to 10 days, right?
Yeah,
it's like using every crevice in the
square inch.
And then so what I got a meal. I'll do all my day meals, which they look just like one day. It looks just like this.
One day?
Yeah, dude. That's if you have more than 4,000 calories in there, I'd be shocked. Just based off the weight alone. So it's gonna fold it into a nice little brick, and that would just kind of go like right inside the pack. Then I do put my stove inside. Normally these things rattle around, so I have to put a piece of trash or anything I can find in there. Yeah. But that's just gonna go right inside the zipper. Because that is the one thing, all the rest of the stuff I'm not getting to until camp that night.
It's a lot smaller, cute little one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's right there in case I need it. So then I just start zipping up. This is my stash pocket, so that's just everything random. These little wisp toothbrushes. My battery bank a lot smaller than yours, 10,000 milliamps versus 8,000. Have you ever seen this?
Voltaren?
Voltaren. That is like, so it's basically Advil that you put direct on whatever's hurting. And it's life-changing.
Serious?
Oh, yeah. It's unbelievable. Your knee could be throbbing, and you just rub that on there, and you'll got like 4 to 6 hours pain-free. This stuff's awesome. It's over the counter.
That's cool, too.
It used to be by prescription only. My brother-in-law, who's a doctor, took it on a death hike like 3 years ago, and it had just become
Loved it.
over the counter. It's freaking amazing stuff.
Voltaren.
So like in here, leukotape is something we might go over tomorrow. So I take leukotape, pre-cut it into strips, put it on there. So that's for your feet when you get hot spots. You want to be proactive. Just random stuff. I got KT tape in here for my knees.
And it looks cool.
Yeah. Sunblock for a September hunt. The cables. My fork. I've somehow had this Jetboil fork for like 20 years and never lost it. I don't know how. It's still going strong. It's never been washed.
The stories that fork can tell. I don't want to hear.
Yeah. So that's it. Just lots of random stuff in here. Just the
Voltaren, okay.
I don't have a stash pocket loop in there. Normally I got a stash pocket buckle that you attach to this loop right here. That's just gonna plug right into it and then just hang out right there all the time.
Okay. So right when you unzip your pack, you can just, it's right
Yeah,
here.
I know it's right there.
You
Yeah,
know
it's
it's
not
right
lost. It's not in the bottom of the pack.
That's
It's not
something I
random.
don't you know, generally I guess like keep my food in, but I have to get in from the top every single time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you got your front stretch panel. Usually that's going to be wipes,
Yeah.
right? So when you like thinking about something, if you got to all of a sudden you got to go take a crap, like I want to know where those are, and then I want them buried in the pack,
Yes.
and not even buried. Kind of the lid can kind of get stuffed up sometimes too. So right here in the front stretch pocket. Then also this is a cool sit pad.
That's cool.
This is on Amazon for like $20.
I need 2 of them, but yeah. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So it just folds out, sits down, and then you can go like that. You can do all sorts of things.
You could use it as a butt rest for your gun.
Yeah. So that just goes right there in that front stretch pocket.
Okay.
Headlamp, obviously super important that the headlamp locks so that your battery's not on all day long. And then you had it there, but these things are, I don't know if I don't have it in here. Maybe it's in the stash pocket. Oh, I do. So these new ones with the USB-C rechargeable is freaking unbelievable.
You love them?
2 extra batteries.
You love them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just a no-brainer. You can charge your battery while you're using your headlamp, and it's like battery life's no longer an issue. The battery bank that's 10,000 milliamps, it lasts for a week.
Yep.
There
Okay.
you go. So headlamp.
And that is, what is that?
This is a Phoenix.
Okay.
I can never. It's HM50 VR.
That's just a little dude.
Yeah, it throws out some light.
Does
It's
it?
freaking bright.
Does it?
So it's got a small battery where you got a huge. Your battery is 4 times the capacity. So
Right.
Like apples to apples is going to last 4 times longer. But I just take a few extra batteries, and honestly, it's pretty rare on a hunt. If I go into this fully charged, I got to swap out.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the other thing. Like when we're
And you're
camping, where you having camp on your back, there's not a whole lot of movement in the dark.
No.
It's
Once
like,
you're
oh,
there.
it's dark, I'm sleeping. Like the only time I'm using a headlamp is like to find a flat spot, which sometimes is a pain in the butt if you're on the side of a mountain. Another thing why I like the bivy sack, I don't need a big flat spot. Like we've just, oh, there's a deer bed, kick it out a little bit more, throw down the bivy sack and go to bed. A lot less wasted time there.
And a lot smaller footprint. Then.
Yeah, yeah. Tent stakes, so that if I do have to pitch the fly, same as you with your tent poles, that's just going to go in a side pocket.
And your headlamp went in the side pocket down.
Yeah, down on this outside
Accessible,
stretch.
super
Yeah.
accessible.
So I can, it's there, it's dark. I'm not doing anything other than just reaching back.
Reaching
and grabbing
back,
it.
you don't have to take off
And that's
your
just,
stuff.
it's always in that right pocket.
That's a good
always
idea.
right there.
That's a good idea.
Man, we're getting kind of it. So I do pack gloves. You haven't seen any gloves for you?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Have gloves.
I'm not taking, these are just mechanics gloves, which I just really like. I like them, definitely like trekking poles, and then if it gets in really nasty country, you just kind of like grabbing onto rocks and trees and things like that. I got computer hands these days because that's most of my time. So that's going to go probably in the lid. Extra socks. We'll do another video probably on footwear.
So that was
Extra
another thing that
socks.
I did.
Yeah.
Like I usually have a sock a day. Remember?
Yeah, yeah.
I have mass quantities of socks, and so
Yeah.
that was one thing I didn't have in my pack.
Yeah, so extra socks, definitely nice. We'll talk about more about footwear in another video. Those are going to be on the outside. I guess water filter goes in this right side pocket. So this is a
That's another thing I didn't. I have that same thing. It's
Cated
awesome.
and Be Free with a Hydro Pack Seeker 3 liter. So basically between this 3 liter bag and my 1 liter Nalgene, I can take 4 liters of water with me. definitely in elk country is generally wet country. I mean, we do have some spots in Idaho that are pretty dry where I may need to like camel up and load all of this up, but pretty rare. Like I'll just run around with 1 or 2 liters in here, have my Nalgene full, and just when you come across water, you just fill this up, screw the cap on, throw it in the side pocket of the pack or something like that, and you just filter later, or like you said at camp, I just pull that out, squeeze it into my Jetboil, and it works. So, but same thing, and when you're thinking about something I'm going to need during the day quick, and I do like there's a bugling bowl right there, but I'm low on water. I know my filter's right here. It's going to take me 30 seconds. I'm going to fill this up. Yeah. Like water's the one. That's to me one of the biggest challenges of hunting like new country and dry country is learning, because water dictates your hunts. Like you can't run out of water.
No, but the weight's still a factor.
Yeah.
Like it can also dictate your energy.
With that system, this is the original bag that filter came with. I always have that extra, because if you did pop that bag, you're done. Like you have no ability to filter water. And that, so in the top part of the pack here, we have our water bladder sleeve. I never run a water bladder anymore.
So you're just down to the Nalgene.
Now, just Nalgene in that bag.
Yes, I like that.
So that goes in there. I don't have any game bags, so I was going to rely on you to provide those to me.
I've got them for you.
Yeah. Those would also go in that pocket there. So
okay.
Anything going, dude, it's hot.
It's warm.
The 4K is just going to be like, so yeah. Game bags usually go in there, that extra water filter thing, just anything random. Sometimes I'll put my tag, if I'm going to like Alaska and it's like, I'll actually vacuum seal my tags.
Oh, really? Okay.
So it's like full on waterproof and throw them in the bottom of that. Yeah. So they're at it, like you can't lose them. They're buried in that pocket. It's not going to accidentally fall out. Can't get wet until you kill something, then you pull it out. So in that pocket too, this is just kind of what you'd say a kill kit. I got a knife. I'm a huge latex glove guy these days.
You are?
Yeah.
Man, you've gotten soft.
Super light rope, knife sharpener. That one's pretty sweet. Mark taught me how to use that thing. I'm getting okay at it.
Are you?
Yeah, I can hang.
We could teach you some stuff.
Yeah. So that all just goes in that top zipper pocket as well. InReach.
So are you still going with InReach?
Yeah.
Even though satellite phone texting on your iPhone is a thing, or are you just doing this?
They're not there yet.
Oh, they're not.
They're not there yet.
I'm just hearing.
Aren't there yet. It's on the bear hunt. It was actually the first time I tried using it. I could not. It was cloudy. We're in a really steep, 3,000 foot wall canyon. I couldn't get a single thing out with my cell phone.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't think it's there yet. If you've noticed, I haven't put anything in my lid yet. Generally, on this hunt, I'm probably not going to
even have a lid.
Use it. Even have a lid. Yeah. Save the 7 ounces and.
7 ounces.
I like I like running with like a lower profile pack.
Yeah.
Elk hunting, ducking under brush. So yeah. But when I was on the bear hunt, I ran that here, and that's that top little pocket. So this InReach has got a unidirectional antenna.
I haven't seen that one.
This one sends photos. So you can you can send photos when you're out there. It's freaking cool.
So Steve could post his animals right off the bat then. I wouldn't have to wait those 3 days.
Straight to the gram for me, man.
I was talking about Steve Howard.
Got you good, Steve. Yeah. And then trekking poles, those are just going to go on the side. I'm just going to slide them down. So it looks like I'm putting in the same pocket as the water filter. There's actually two separate pockets right here. I'm not, there's Cordura inside here. I'm not at all worried about, I don't think we've ever seen a single issue where like a trekking pole poked through the bottom of the pack. It's not an issue.
I haven't ever had it.
Yeah. And then puppy will go in there.
Well, you're gonna wear, okay.
Socks. The puppy's the only thing in the pack.
Because all these are gonna be worn, right?
Yeah. Mid layer actually goes in the pack too.
Ish.
I'll just put those on there for now. So yeah, same with Trent. Puffy's just in the top. If I need to get it quickly, I can. Those gloves I'll put in my lid. Yeah. So this is Outdoor Vitals. I don't know if I've talked to you a whole lot about this, but 3 years ago I reached out to the guys at Outdoor Vitals. They're friends of ours. Said, hey, if I napkin sketch like my perfect hunting setup, would you guys build it? And we've been working on it for 3 years. So we got pants, a mid layer, the puffy jacket. That's coming out this summer.
Outdoor Vitals.
Yeah. pretty.
I'm gonna need to get some of that. Is that cool?
Yeah.
And then everything's got to be neat. Everything's got to be in its own spot.
Yeah.
Everything's got to look good.
The spot things
Could be a photo group here any day.
for.
And there's a lot of stuff that you had more than I that I would actually,
Yeah.
in reach stuff and all that.
Yeah. I got a few extra.
And you have
pounds.
Nalgene. You have quite a few extra things.
Yeah.
What are we talking here?
So, according to you, that's 5 days of food. I think you're full of it, but.
Well, okay. We can agree to agree.
Ugh. 22.
22.4.
Yeah. So
Shaved a few.
5. What are you? 27.
Yeah, 28, but right in there. Right in there.
So I mean, that's not a big difference, right?
It's not a big difference, but at the same time, like with the extra stuff that I saw that you had, that I'm like, I would actually have that on me rather than just, hey, let's pack a pack last night.
So you're probably 30,
I'm
31.
32 if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm at the most 10 pounds lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10
But
pounds.
I mean,
grab a 10-pound dumbbell
Yeah.
and pack it around all day. You know what I mean? It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot, and that's where it comes down to like the creature comforts too, a little bit.
Yeah.
Just,
But what do I have that you don't? Or vice versa. What do you have that I don't?
Pillow. He's probably gonna have the tarp. He said he didn't have.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a footprint. I'm gonna have a tarp. I'm gonna have a glassing pad. I'm gonna have a Nalgene bottle. I'm gonna have.
No. Yeah, but you said I'm packing.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have a kill bottle. I'm gonna probably have.
Well, I'll have that too.
Yeah. So the difference is, like I like an enclosed tent where I can just like.
Yeah. So you got 2 pounds or an extra pound on me there.
Easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily. Well, and poles and everything too. So.
Yeah,
you just have your trekking poles.
Is that the 1 or 2 man? 2 man.
2 man.
So it's 2.5 pounds.
Yeah, it's
so a pound
it's
and a half
the,
more than me.
double vestibule.
Yeah.
What do they call it? A 2-man or a 3-man?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 20 man.
Gotcha. 20 man.
Yeah. So I mean, there's definitely some things. Your jet boil like that, just that alone is so much smaller than the one that I'm using, and then like everything that I could get rid of, this bottom part and everything, I don't ever use it. Why? You know what I mean? So like little stuff like that. I think that like that learning from you and hunting with you and stuff like that in the past, it's like, man, that does kind of make sense.
But the thought I had the other day is like we are products of like where we learned how to hunt.
Yeah.
You were Oregon coast. It's thick, lots of roads. You didn't really have to backpack.
Not a lot.
You kind of got into it more for fun, probably.
Yeah.
Started riding bikes in there, and very vocal elk, right? Like I think you
Sometimes.
evolved into a much better elk hunter, elk caller than I am. I suck. I evolved into a really good backpacker because that's how I thought I was going to be successful. It's Idaho, it's big, it's massive country. I'll have better opportunity if I go hike in there 5-10 miles. So let me get this dialed so that I can just hunt light and fast and efficient all day long.
Yeah.
And I think we're just different.
Imagine if we could put all that together.
I know. Yeah. Well, we have a few times we've hunted and crushed it. So yeah.
Animals have died. Okay. No, I appreciate this, and I think you do all these. You obviously do these all the time and everything, and it seems like everybody still loves these pack reviews, and that just even if it's just for a day hunt or something, or you break something down for like a 5-day or whatever you're going to do. But like you said, it's just food at that point.
Yeah, it's just food. Yeah.
Just the weight of food.
So one of our best messages we've ever heard is like, don't pack your fears. And that's the biggest thing that people get in trouble with is they're just so afraid that it might rain and they might so you're so afraid of discomfort. You're so afraid to be slightly cold. You're the dude that's like, you're going to start climbing up a mountain first thing in the morning and he's got his puffy jacket on. You know that's coming off within 100 yards, but he's so afraid to be cold for 100 yards that he throws his puffy jacket on. Yeah. It's like that same mentality, but on the big scale. Like you're just throwing everything in your pack because you're just afraid to be uncomfortable.
And I think that's elk hunting in general, right? Right? Like whether it be Rocky Mountains, whether it be coming out west, whether it be all those things. Like, face your fear.
Yeah, just be okay with being slightly uncomfortable, and that I evolved into being light, mobile, and fast, and it's worked for me.
Yeah,
yeah,
it does. Well, guys, hopefully this gave you guys some knowledge, and I think Steve said it best right there. Don't be afraid. Come out west if you live over east, or if you live out west, grab some OnX maps, look where you're at, and go hunting, go hiking, go spend time with your family outdoors, whatever it may be, backpacking. So, thank you, Steve.
Thank you.